suffocates in order to promote a rescue. Now, God didn't do this. Prayer did. The thing is that the real benefit, the calming effect, the optimism towards being rescued, hope, whatever, that can be achieved by prayer, no matter which God you pick, meditation, or a rational evaluation of the situation. Understanding that if I calm down, I'm going to use less oxygen. And by the way, now that I know that and I can get calm real quick, let me see if there are some other things that I can do besides begging a bearded man to frickin' rescue me to get myself out of this situation.
Yeah, like dig my way out, if possible.
People find their car keys after praying, not because God tells them where the car keys are. It's because they calmed down, focused their brain on something, and remembered where they put their car keys. So, where we are, go look at the Christian world, see a joy they have, no other set of people have.
Yeah, we're at 8 exclamation points.
Yeah, so I look at both sides, no worries and a joy beyond measure, or fear and self-human interest.
9.
And death. Like, Christians don't die? To believe in something greater than one's self. But left to human temper, the world is then ruled by fear, hatred, and death. Wars, disease, famine, religion has bring out love and understanding. Bull! Religion has bring out love and understanding, and it's secularism that's responsible for wars, disease, famine. You just stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes.
But for a few bad apples, take Islam, for example, it claim all infidels should be killed. Two more exclamation marks. Okay, first of all...
oh, man, where do you start with that? That's a target-rich environment if we've ever seen one.
You know, I'm going to do something. Somebody asked us to, when we talk about things that are in the Bible, to provide the verses more often. I'll try. I won't be so crude as to just say go look it up yourself, but you can Google it really quickly. But there's a passage, I think it's in Deuteronomy, maybe chapter 13, but don't quote me, that says if your husband or wife or somebody tries to convince you to come and worship some other god, your hand should be the first one on them to put them to death. This is no different than what you're seeing in Islam. You're just ignoring what's in your Old Testament.
Well, also, what was it? Is it not Joshua, the book, where you have God's armies going on this something like 35 city tour of mayhem and war and destruction, and then they finally wipe out the Midianites, and God says, okay, well, kill absolutely everyone in this city except for all the young women, keep them for yourselves, and then you have this sort of God-ordained mass rape of 36,000 Midianite women. I just don't see a whole heck of a lot
the point, of course, is that the justification for going over there and killing them was that they were worshiping some other god. They were the infidels.
Yeah, so...
You don't get to blame... Just because secular society has dragged the religion that you prefer, kicking and screaming, towards sanity and morality, doesn't mean you get to pretend that your religion is without its problems and point your fingers at some other ones. Yes, Islam is a messed up basket of crap. It's also younger than yours, and it's been the enforced religion of a number of states. It hasn't had the opportunity to be dragged kicking and screaming towards sanity the way your religion has. But you don't get off the hook. You don't get to pretend that the stuff that's in your Bible is not in your Bible, unless you're one of those people who just say, well, the Bible doesn't matter, it's written by men, it was all wrong, and I just believe in Jesus. He just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. Because you've invented your own new religion. You've ignored the foundations of your religion and created something that makes you feel good.
And a lot of believers do that. I did an essay some years ago on what I call Christians' moral blind spot, where they'll just sort of decide not to notice the things about their beliefs that are and the history of their religion that are a little bit ugly, and simply focus on what gives them the warm fuzzies, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's a banquet.
Yeah, so, and you bring those things up, and they'll usually give you the "No True Christians" liner, et cetera, et cetera. So
I can't, as somebody who used to be a Christian, depending on your definition, I can't count the number of times I've had the "No True Christian" thing. Let me finish getting through this, and we got more calls.
Okay, yeah, because we want to get, let's get through this fast, because it's just, we want to talk to...
But in Christian belief, accept Jesus into your heart and be saved beyond your earthly years. This is just a look at what our atheists and their views looks like. No one ever thought it through. We don't have enough evidence to claim there is no God.
Well, we don't have enough evidence to claim there is no invisible cosmic bunny rabbit named Gus. But, what's the evidence that he does exist? Well, probably just as bad. So,
I think we have enough evidence to claim there is no God.
Depends on how you
We may not be able to prove it to anything close to an absolute certainty, but I'm pretty much convinced that there is no God. And by the way, it doesn't matter, because the burden of proof is on the people who are making the claim that a God exists.
Yes.
Or creation, but belief, and then you must stomp out the belief in love, hope, and faith if there is no God. No, you don't.
Yeah. What does there being a God have to do with love, hope, and faith? I mean, faith I can understand. That's
Chuck faith, but love and hope, we're kind of fans of those.
Yeah, see, because that has to do with reality and not fantasy.
For all the idea of God is a starting point of creation, here's where we have fun with science.
Oh yeah, this is how much of a scientist this guy is.
Here's your scientist who wrote us. If Big Bang is correct, then God is the impact of 2 asteroids.
Wait. Read that again. It's too beautiful.
If Big Bang is correct, then God is the impact of 2 asteroids.
I love this man.
But why hasn't there been another Big Bang with 3 question marks? All the time, asteroids...
He's missing out the fun of the Big Bang.
All the time, asteroids impact each other, and the universe keeps expanding into infinity.
That's why we have the universe, because asteroids just keep
Big Bang was a couple of asteroids, and since that happens all the time, then obviously we should be seeing Big Bangs all the time, but we don't. It just keeps expanding, so this Big Bang theory must be wrong. Your Big Bang theory is wrong.
I think our boy was hit by an asteroid at some point.
But to be nice, he follows it up with a final line that clearly is derived. Hey, I was right. Deuteronomy 13:6. I don't have to have that stuff memorized, but sometimes I do. Anyway, he follows up this asteroid impact Big Bang thing with a line that clearly follows logically from the preceding sentence and the rest of the scientific dribble. Atheism is a belief just as Satanism is, belief in oneself. Thanks. And some of you wonder why I don't get around to your real emails.
Yeah. I don't need to believe in myself. Look, here I am.
Yeah, he's not a scientist, I'll say. And if you are, I need to find out where you got your credentials, because we need to have a talk with those people.